Come on. No.
Why do you think that you have the right to silence me?
I always said that I don't want to be heard, I want to be felt. I don't want to make my mark, I want to make my dent.
I didn't realize at the time that I was actually one of the biggest activists and largest organizers of white nationalism and alt-right in the United States.
They are what is considered by most people sort of your button-up white supremacists, your suit-and-tie Nazis.
Arguably, what they spew, while it's hateful and deplorable, is political speech, and so therefore it's protected under the Constitution.
Cops! Why are you letting the fascists down here? You've got us blocked off, but you're letting the fascists come and harass us? We want them out of here now, damn it, or we're coming over the fucking barrier!
I can't walk in fear, and we don't walk in fear, you know, and I thank God for that.
Honestly, I wanted to make sure that when I left this earth, there would be something left behind that was worth a damn.
Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? We finally figured out things where we upgraded. and for some reason, there you go. Hi. There's a few other things that I got to work on, namely the fact that one, I hear myself when I'm talking. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear anything okay? I mean, hold on a second. Just want to make sure.
We're getting the echo.
Sounds good. Hold on a second. Sounds like it's echoing a little bit.
Yeah, we're getting an echo.
Sounds good. Let me see what I can do about that. Sounds like it's echoing a little bit.
Yeah, we're getting an echo.
Hold on. Nope, that ain't the way to do it. Hold on. Let's see. Nope, that ain't the way to do it. Huh. Take that out. Take that out. One, two. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2.
You got it.
1, 2. All right. 1, 2. Okay. Now I figured out what to do. All right. I think. 1, 2. Okay. Now I figured out what to do. Hi. All right. I think. 1, 2. Okay. Now I figured out what to do. Just want to make sure that I got everything right before we start going off. Just want to make sure that I got everything right before we start going off. I still hear an echo though. Oh, I know why. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, now I don't hear it. I probably won't hear the echo. Like if anything, I got a delay with these things going, so I'm just gonna keep these out of my ear. But how do you? I hope you can hear everything. Okay, correct? Beth, can you hear me? Okay, now I just want to make sure we hear you. Are you?
Yes, sorry, I was muted so I could listen through the Substack, but it seems like everything's working.
All right, so let's start with the show.
So if I can't hear you now.
You can't?
I know why. I've got you muted. Now, let's see.
Hi, my name is Darryl Lamont Jenkins.
And I'm Beth Foster.
And we are going insane. Until somebody can help me put all this together, we're just going to keep doing this nonsense every time we have a show. That's just the way it goes. But we will have a show. And that took 10 damn minutes. So we're going a little long. We were supposed to do 6:30, but we're going probably 6:40 or something like that. I don't know. You don't have any soccer to do, do you?
No, I think you were asking me, did I have soccer today? I turned it off again to listen. We have no background noise. It seems like it's coming through loud and clear on Substack. And soccer season is over. The Chargers ended the season 3-0.
3-0. Now that's impressive.
For a coach who never played soccer, we did pretty good.
It's easy. It's an easy song. I mean, song. Listen to me. Sport to pick up. Quite frankly, I mean, my mother was a soccer player when she was younger, and that's her game. That's just really her game. So
I could have used her help this summer.
Oh, she would have loved it. She would have loved it. And for those who don't know, she's 82 years old. She's been going through hell with a lot of health issues, but she's been getting better to this week. So whenever you see that that thing about the documentary about myself, that's her saying we don't walk in fear. Please, the best way to check out that documentary is to just simply subscribe to the Substack, and you'll be able to watch it all day long. You trust me, you'll love it. You'll love it to death. But we don't want to talk about that. Oh yeah, we also should say I'm going to just put this in here right now. Um, we also have our still trying to get money. We took care of September, so now we got to finish off October. We need 2,900 to basically clear clear the debt, and we're going to be fine. We need that by 31st of Halloween. We have to basically get 2,900 by then, and then we're good. We're clear. We're happy. So and I am happy because a lot of people have in fact helping out. So
we started out at 10,000 we needed to raise, Daryl. Is that right?
yes, we did.
And I'm going to be honest, Daryl, when I was in that meeting and I heard the number, I was like, there is no way. So I've just been blown away. And I think that speaks to the work One People's Project has done and how valuable it's been to people that they have stepped up and helped us fix this.
And they know we're not going to BS around. We are basically, whenever we ask for money, it's going to the work. It's going to the work. And I can definitely because this is all I do. This is all I mean, well, obviously it's not all that Beth does because she runs the school, but this is what my passion is, to basically help people and all that. It's one of the reasons, and I'm gonna tell you right now that with the SPLC slowing things down, you're gonna need us. And I just found out we was gonna talk about this today, and I didn't put up the article. I didn't pull up the article before the show started. But the JDL, not the JDL, ADL, JDL, lovely, was they're the premier source for people who are looking to find out information about extremists and hate mongers. And they got punked by the Trump administration. Why? Because they had an entry for Charlie Kirk. They had a Charlie Kirk entry, and we just found out that just a couple of days ago that the FBI will no longer work with the ADL because of that. Kash Patel basically suspended or basically cut ties with the ADL. That's hardcore. So what the ADL did was pull a lot of their information about extremists and hate mongers off their websites. They basically killed that. And hold on, my brother just tried to call me. But that's what we're dealing with right now. That's what we're dealing with right now. We got people who are basically scared of the Trump administration for the stupidest of reasons, because they want to turn, like I said last week, what they want to turn Charlie Kirk into the latter day horse vessel. And for those who don't know who that is, that was a Nazi back in, I think it was 1930. It was a bona fide Nazi. He was a soldier. He was an activist, whatever you want to call him, but he got killed. He got killed, and he was killed by leftists because he wouldn't pay his rent, really, and they turned him into this. At least the Nazis did. Turned him into basically the rallying point. He was the cause. He is the guy that everybody rallied around. Kind of like the whole. Remember that Alamo? I mean, that's pretty much what they turned him into for Nazi Germany, and that's what the right is doing here in this country with Charlie Kirk. They honestly, basically, they more or less turned Charlie Kirk into some sort of a god. They even said, I saw a video where they said they were going to worship him. They said it. And when I caught that, I was like, what? They said it in passing in this video. I'm like, whoa. And these are supposed to be Christians.
Daryl, I put that link in the chat for any of our viewers to the Guardian article that you had shared about this. Something to point out about it is the Anti-Defamation League, they're deleting their research they've done into white nationalists. They deleted the Charlie Kirk entry, Turning Point USA. They've deleted their glossary of extremism that gave background information on groups and ideologies. So I think too that just speaks to how important the work One People's Project and Out-of-Vox is doing with their research, because it's going to be like a whole lot of history and a whole lot of information. The places we went to get that in the past, it's not going to be there.
Yeah. No, go on.
I just wanted to point that out, like that thank goodness that One People's Project has this library where this information is, because it may not be at the ADL anymore when we go look for it. Just like I've been downloading furiously things from Library of Congress that I want records for my history classes, because now that we're in this fascist state, those records are not going to be with the Library of Congress anymore.
Yeah, I mean, the truth of the matter is, it's amazing how much damage that that this administration can do in 4 years, in just a couple of months. It also shows us the deficiencies that we have in our government, in our society, that we are going to have to fix whenever we get a hold of them again. Now, what that looks like, whether or not it's going to be under the United States, or if it's just going to be, we're going to have smaller countries or whatever. Bottom line is, we got to make sure that we do not have a society where they are able to do this again. And I just lost Beth. Beth, are you still there?
I'm here, Daryl. I gotta move this little puppy dog around. I'll be right back.
Okay, all right, because she just disappeared on me and missed. And when I see that, I get nervous. So she'll be back. But that's one of the important things that we got to deal with. The fact of the matter is, we have a lot of our institutions that are being undermined by a crew of people that we have been fighting for God knows how long. We have always warned people about this element, and for years they were poo-pooed, or at least our efforts are poo-pooed, because people really didn't think that they would get this strong again. And we kept on telling them, if you don't do anything about them, they will get stronger. And now we're here, still in the ability to do something about them. And we don't take the opportunity. I mean, at least our politicians don't give us the opportunity. Case in point, this thing that's going on with ADL and the SPLC isn't happening to us. They have even called us out as terrorists now because of his EO, about Trump's EO. We don't care. I mean, it has no power, and we will act as we always have. And that's what we have to do. A matter of fact, we got to come hard, and that's why we're asking people to help us out, to support us, and support other groups out there that are doing the same thing. I always tell people straight up, you want to work, you want your life to be the kind of life that pisses them off. That's what you got to do if you want to see the end of this, and a positive end to all of this nonsense that has been going on for the past 10 years. It's got to stop. It's got to come to an end. And I will tell you right now, one of the best examples of how stupid these guys can be, this MAGA crowd, which used to be called the Tea Partiers and all of that, is the complete unhinged approach response to Bad Bunny performing at the Super Bowl. Why? Matter of fact, let me show you, because we have people, your usual suspects, plus just a bunch of knuckleheads from TikTok that just lost their minds, and I want to share that with you and everybody here. You will be happy to see this. Oh, you'll be too busy. I don't know about happy, but this is ridiculous.
It's official for the 7th straight year. A white guy will not be headlining the Super Bowl halftime show.
I wish my husband quit watching NFL because they've just gone woke and I don't like them no more.
None of us football fans, or none of us men, want to listen to Bad Bunny perform at the Super Bowl halftime show.
I'd love...
Okay, there wasn't any sound to that. Or was there? Did you hear anything?
I don't think we were getting sound through there, Daryl.
All right, see, once again, we're having problems with the sound. So let me see what I can do for that. All right, so let me fix, because I want everybody to see this, because I spent so much time on this. Where is it? Where is it? See, this is one of the things that, okay, we're going to try again. And mantra. If this doesn't work, I'll just show you, I'll just put it up on YouTube so everybody can see. But I apologize for all of this. But I am going to give it a shot again, if it lets me.
It's official for the 7th straight year. A white guy will not be headlining the Super Bowl halftime show.
I wish my husband quit watching NFL because they've just gone woke and I don't like them no more.
None of us football fans, or none of us men, want to listen to Bad Bunny perform at the Super Bowl halftime show.
I'd love to see some good old American patriots out there performing on the stage.
Okay,
whatever happened
never
to
mind.
Good American
This isn't working the way I wanted to, so I'll just put this up on
It's working.
Jeff Gordon.
Why would an American audience want to watch a halftime show performed mostly in a language we don't even speak?
Hey NFL, do you even know your audience? Your fans love God, country, and football, not open borders and woke politics.
Can't wait to see ICE arrest them on stage live at the halftime show. It's going to be the best halftime show ever.
It's so shameful that they've decided to pick somebody who just seems to hate America so much to represent them at the halftime game. There is nowhere that you can provide safe haven to people who are in this country illegally, not the Super Bowl and nowhere else.
Well, I'm glad that worked, but again, I will put that up on YouTube so y'all can see it just without any but any problems. That last person that you saw was Corey Lewandowski, and he's been an advisor for Trump for a long time. Now he works at the what's the name of that silly place? DHS. Oh no, he works for ICE, I think, too. But I think it's DHS. Reason why I'm sure that it's DHS, because he's dating or he's having an affair with Christian Nome. Yes. They got busted. So so Christian Nome's boyfriend there has a habit of trying to troll people all the time. And what you just saw from him, all of this thing about ICE going to the Super Bowl because Bad Bunny is going to be there, all of that nonsense is a troll. You know why? Because ICE is always at the Super Bowl. They are there to do security. They've always have. They always have. So now he just wants to play games with it to think he's going to scare people who aren't going to go in the first place. So, I mean, it's just something to play cute with, and I don't think it's something. I don't think it's cute. It's all cute at all. You got anything to say about all of this nonsense, Beth? Beth, oh, she's thinking.
I'm thinking, you know, I guess like it's that thing I keep going back to, like the Bad Bunny thing. It's important, it matters. But then we also have like where these thugs went into the apartment building in Chicago this week, you know, and
yes,
like that. I just keep going back to these ordinary people who are being so hurt. And and I know the cultural things matter, the Bad Bunnies and the Comeys and all of those big stories. Those are important. But I also want, and you know, we still have the people missing from the concentration camp in Florida, and how we keep that in front of people as much as the Bad Bunnies and the Comeys and those other stories.
Now, I'll be honest with you. It's the thing with Bad Bunny is not like as dire as what we what you had just mentioned. But Bad Bunny is going to be fine.
Yeah,
he's going to be on Saturday Night Live tomorrow.
Just like Jimmy Kimmel was fine. And,
yeah, so he's going to be good. ICE ain't going to do anything to him. He's an American citizen. I just think basically they're playing themselves going after him. But the truth of the matter is we do have to be concerned about what it is that they are in fact doing to us to cause harm. And the weird crap that was going on with the generals going to DC to hear the stupid, Pete Heth and Trump basically suggest that you are here to fight the enemy within, so to speak. Basically, both two knuckleheads want the military to be used against Americans. And if we can't do something about that, then we've already lost, and we haven't lost. No. But we got to talk about what not Trump. I mean, because what else can he say? But Pete's headset, we got to address, and I hope this sound comes through, because you got to get an idea of what this guy is. Because the fact of the matter is, he is a white supremacist, and that's not just being. I mean, he has white power symbols on his as tattoos. I mean, he basically got kicked out of the military, to be honest. I mean, after January 6th, he resigned. He did resign, but they was basically they blackballed him because he was messing around with extremists. And he ends, and that's one of the things that you got to remember when you remember when back in I think it was 22, 23, something like that, when Patriot Fart went over to Idaho, I'm sorry, to try to protest a Pride Fest there, and they ended up getting arrested en masse. He was on Fox News. Pete Hegseth was on his morning show on Fox when the news came out, and he said something weird. I mean, he did a whataboutism that didn't make any damn sense.
Police say they learned about the U-Haul from a tipster who reported the men loading into the truck in the parking lot of a hotel. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Ashley. I just want to know how many BLM riots were prevented because we got in on the inside before they rioted, burned down cities.
Very interesting.
Never ahead of that curve.
Never.
I just want to know how many BLM riots were prevented because we got in on the inside.
Oh, wait a minute. We didn't even show up. Hold up. There we go. So that's basically him getting mad because Patriot Fart got arrested. And when you think about the fact that he is trying to literally rewrite the Constitution, which it's an actual thing he's trying to do with a guy named Mark Meckler. And he's talking about that the military has to be prepared for a civil war, and he's going to be a problem. I mean, he is a problem. What am I saying? But his, let's just say, his heart is not in the place that we need him to be in. That's why he may as well call himself the Secretary of War, because he's not the defense. He's not a Secretary of Defense. He's not defending anyone, at least that matters. He wants a war, not defense. He wants a war, and he has to go. He has to be. All of these characters want to go, but him especially. Him especially.
And they're creating the war. I mean, they're saying we're at war right now with Venezuela. I saw just before we came on the show where they had killed 4 more Venezuelans without any due process. And then they're going to say we're at war. We can't have elections.
No, and you could probably understand why they don't want elections, because they don't look like they'll be working in their favor in the next couple of years. We'll find out what happens this year, but
when people can't buy groceries or health insurance, or they're seeing their neighbors drug out by these masked thugs, they're not. That's not the country most people want.
No, and they know that. Yeah. They know that nothing that they are doing right now is legal, but they are also stacked the deck so badly that a lot of people don't feel that they can do anything. Even the Democrats who are supposed to be doing something about it are feckless. I mean, and they always have been. Even when they were in power, they wouldn't do anything. So the problem now is that we really got to start working towards getting better representation if we do not actually want to have a war. So that's on us.
So Daryl, I have a question for you. I'm really interested in your thoughts on this. Obviously, we can't count on the big nonprofits, the ADLs, to protect us from the fascist regime. And of course, Apple, we can't count on the corporations. Apple couldn't even keep the Ice Block app on. But one of the things I heard a lot of analysts that I respect talking about is how during Hedgespeth's little speech this week, and I can't imagine what it would feel like as a general to have to listen to somebody who was a weekend host on TV and couldn't make it in the military, give you a lecture. But while he was speaking, there was absolutely no response from the generals. They didn't clap. They didn't. Is that a good sign, or is that just their training?
Well, that's their training. That's their training. They're not supposed to respond. They're not supposed to applaud. They're not supposed to go yoo-hoo and all that. They're generals. They are supposed to just take it all in. They'll talk about it amongst themselves or whatever. If they think he's an asshole, they're not going to play that hand. They're not going to let anybody know what they think about their leader, because that really, it can blow back on them. So no, they can't under no circumstances can they do it. So that's nothing to be concerned about, but no one should be looking at them to say anything in the press, on some podcasts, unless they're retired. Wait until after they're retired, and then we're going to hear all of it.
So many of the retired generals, though, have spoken out saying, like, this is bad. Like, this is a line that should not be being crossed.
Yeah. And that should give you an idea of what those generals are thinking too. Remember, those generals have more experience and know what they're doing a lot more than Hegseth does. Trump too. Yeah. So they also know how to stop this nonsense.
I mean, there's all kinds of critiques of the military-industrial complex, but these are smart people. They're intelligent.
Yeah. And to be fair, everybody, I just want to make sure I'm just basically doing the conventional wisdom here. Military still has its issues. Okay, so let's not try to sugarcoat that. But oh man, this half hour goes quick. This goes real quick, even with my little stammering right now. But we do have to go.
I gotta ask one question, Daryl, about the stammer. You were calling him Patriot Fart. Was that on purpose, or was that?
Yes, that was actually, that wasn't a stammer.
Okay, all right. I loved it. I never heard you call him that before.
I call him that online all the time.
I'm never online. I'm always working. Patriot Fart. I love it.
Yeah. I think I told everybody that my therapist, I told her that I keep sounding like Max Headroom. And she asked me who was Max Headroom. And whatever grades I didn't have immediately showed up. I was like, come on, I can't be that old. It's like, oh man, I'm there. But yeah. But it just means that I got to take better care of me self. That's all. That's all that means.
That's right, Daryl. The world has to have a Daryl right now with everything going on.
Or be Daryl. Let's be real. I mean, I don't have to be the only one that does this work.
We need everybody doing this work right now.
In fact, we're going to have a new writer on Antifascism, and if anybody else wants to contribute and all of that, feel free to hit us up. Just go to Antifascism.com, or better yet, go to onepeoplesproject.com, and you can send us a message and let us know that, hey, you might want to do some stuff here. A lot of people hit us up asking how they can come involve them. That's really the only thing we need. We need photographers. We need people who will do video. We need to have people who will document the things that are going on out there. And that's the only thing we really need right now. So,
and a few $1,000s.
And and $2,900 like right now. So actually, we're going to need that kind of money in the future anyway, because we need to basically maintain. So everybody, just go to this link right here, which is still up. I didn't mean to keep it up all during the entire show, but I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
We also have a GoFundMe. I don't have that link, but it will be under this video when you see it on YouTube and when you see it on Substack in a couple of minutes. But all right, y'all. But we do have to go.
Subscribe on Substack. Subscribe to the show. Subscribe to Antifascism on Substack. And if you can be a paid subscriber, if we can get enough of those paid subscribers, people who can support the work, that can help us maintain once we get this big debt paid off. So everything is free. We make everything available because we think we are anti-capitalist, which apparently is now the sign of a terrorist if you're anti-capitalist. Is that right? But we are anti-capitalist, and we want everybody to have access. So it is, the kindness of strangers and friends that will pay the bills. So subscribe, be a paid subscriber if you can.
Right. And thank you very much, everybody, for being on the show and or be watching the show, not being on the show. We'll have more people on the show soon, probably next week. We'll see. 6 o'clock next week. That's when we come on from now on. Fridays at 6. So everybody we'll let you know what we're going to do somewhere midweek. And until then, here's the video that here's the trailer for what you can see if you subscribe. So take care, y'all. Peace.
Why do you think that you have the right to silence me?
I always said that I don't want to be heard, I want to be felt. I don't want to make my mark, I want to make my dent.
I didn't realize at the time that I was actually one of the biggest activists and largest organizers of white nationalism and alt-right in the United States.
They are what is considered by most people sort of your button-up white supremacists, your suit and tie Nazis.
Arguably, what they spew, while it's hateful and deplorable, is political speech, and so therefore it's protected under the Constitution.
Cops! Why are you letting the fascists down here? You've got us blocked off, but you're letting the fascists come and harass us? We want them out of here now, damn it, or we're coming over the fucking barrier!
I can't walk in fear, and we don't walk in fear, you know, and I thank God for that.
Honestly, I wanted to make sure that when I left this earth, there would be something left behind that was worth a damn.